Have you ever seen a rookie? Have you ever seen a roo kick? Have you ever seen an emu run under the bright Aussie skies and said this year will be the one? Oi, oi, oi! What does it mean to be a part of a footy team? It's more than a game. The footy's in our veins. It's time to go. It's a Northern Footy Show. Get out of our way. We wanna see them play.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Northern Footy Show. I know there's a little image up in there we're going to get rid of quickly, but it's a bit of a prelude, JK, into a huge night because we've got a big guest in with us from the past players group, North Heidelberg, Elmsy, who's also part of our show. Been a while since you've been back on camera.
Has been a while. But,
looking very, very...
Yeah, I've had Hollywood calling, mate. I've had a couple of shows where I've done some background stuff. You know, I can't say too much yet.
Rig off?
Yeah, the managers, the manager said, Max Martinson said just keep it under wraps just for now. But, yeah, some massive, massive stuff coming up.
I'm sure we'll see you on the big screen shortly, and that's the big screen in your bedroom. JK, been a huge week of footy. We're going to get to Elmsy and everything he's got going on, but it's been a massive week in footy. Did you get down to the Eltham game?
Oh, honestly, I did get down. It was grouse to see. The atmosphere, unreal. Lucky I'm not playing.
Yep.
I'd be out with a sore neck this week.
Yeah, really.
The talent on and off the field was sensational. So there was some good football played. Mitch Robinson turned it on.
Yeah.
Really good.
I didn't get to the game. I've watched the replay. I had a few people there sending me tons of texts, which was great. And look, overall, I heard it was a well-fought game, and they both wanted it. But Eltham were just too good from what I understand on the day. They moved the ball better after halftime. Is that a fair call?
Yeah, well, I mean, they jumped them as well, happened in the reserves, jumped them early, and then, just controlled the game in the big moments.
Yep.
Greensboro still played well, probably after quarter time. But, it's just probably the leg up early gave it away.
Yeah.
Eltham very impressive. I reckon I might have him too low in the ladder.
I think we both did.
Big shout out to him on the bandwagon now.
He's got it going. The boys at Eltham be happy to see that. Now, I got to tell you, and I just want to make sure, late again, Dorso. We're early, Dorso. It was going to be, Peter Dawson. We were going to go at 6 o'clock tonight, so we're early. So just settle down, China. I'm going to go early with something. I'm going to go really early with something, okay, while we're on the Eltham chat. So I said they finished second last. I think you had them third last.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where you thought they would have finished this year, Elmsy.
Oh, no, I'd say second, third last.
Right.
Yeah,
that being said, Bongo is knocked off. Tim Bonghetti's knocked off Bundura. Now, you might say not much in that, but Bundura's improved a lot, right? So they were with you guys. They led for 3 quarters against North.
Yep.
They were in front most of the day against Eltham. So I think they're definitely on the rise a little bit.
Yep.
But Eltham have just afterburned. They've gone hard. So my early tip is 3 rounds in. I actually think he's the best coach. I think he's the most improved coach for this time of the year for an unexpected rise.
Yeah.
And
in saying that, like with the Div 1 at the moment, I think if a side's just fractionally off, anyone can beat anyone.
But that's what it's about, isn't it?
But they often they probably bring in 8
can't
or 9.
say bad stuff about Heidelberg on the show.
I'm happy with me.
But they could bring in 8 or 9 blokes, I'll be right. Any of the other sides, I think if they're off slightly or marginally and a side wants it, Div 1, it's great to see.
Notwithstanding that, West Preston the week before, they stuck with Heidelberg for quite a while. It wasn't a walk in the park. So They were very good. So that's my early one going there with.
It's a big call, big
with,
shout.
with Eltham. I'll tell you
I
what's
don't
a
mind
big
it.
shout. What do you reckon about this?
I've just started. Yes.
Cheers, cheers for the Pioneers.
Where's your off? Yeah,
Yes,
not a bad drop at all.
Got to get on the Brenny. I know he's visited a few of the clubs. James
Yeah.
done a great job. He's getting out, giving away free grogs.
Sure did. He
for the
contacted me
club
for
to do
repping,
it.
so he's done well. He's getting around.
If you guys want some sponsorship via Brainy Brothers Brewing,
Very nice.
it's a good drop, isn't it? Yell out, reach out to us, and I'll put you in contact with James. No dramas at all. Okay, now a couple of things. The point system. Okay, now I don't know how to share this on my screen, but on my website or on our website, thenorthernfootyshow.com.au, there is now a points calculator. I have no idea how to share it on this new platform we're using, so bear with me. But yes, there's a calculator. You can go in, you can plug it in, you can make it work. It's in beta mode at the moment, but it's there because we get a hell of a lot of questions over it. Your phone's going bananas. Is that Tinder or footy?
Tinder. There was Tinder before, but no, it's footy now. The boys interested. They're pretty keen. So.
All right. Well, this is good. Now, Elmsy. Elmsy.
I did. There was a TikTok comedy skit that I got a part of the other day. Chocs Chats. Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I try to keep it quiet.
All right. It won't be now. I'm going to play it all week on here. We'll share it.
It was a little bit of a cameo, but all good.
All right.
He's got me there.
Dorso's KJ and I said Eltham. Right, well, you did. Good tip. Definitely. And it's JK, not KJ. Come on, Dorso. Now, Elmsy, tell me, we've got a huge game coming up. There's a few big things coming up. Let me touch on both of them. But let's start with yours because this is huge. Beyond Blue Cup. That's not the correct date. I know you've given me a new one, but this is all about the best north side of yesteryear, or fun side of yesteryear, past players, I should say.
Players,
taking on Bonner's side, the northern.
The best of the Diamond Valley past players.
Yep.
And as I said, you don't have to be a star to play.
Is that how I got a gig?
Well, you're a past player at North Heidelberg Days, so that's why you got a gig. But just
good pickup.
It's the Beyond Blue Cup.
Yep.
And basically, I come from the building industry where it's massive there on mental health and suicide awareness.
Amazing.
In men and women, but even like you see AFL these days, there's been a couple of high-profile, unfortunate suicides. But there's a lot more in local that don't get the publicity that obviously the AFL boys do. And I'm hoping this day. And I remember when you said last year why you and Matty started this show, because you'd missed being around the footy club.
Definitely.
Because there's no better feeling after a game. Win, lose, or draw.
It's the best.
You walk into the rooms after the game. You're sitting there in the change rooms, and Blake's sitting there with ice and having a laugh. And it's a bit like cricket as well.
Yeah.
Once the game's over, you miss stuff like that. So
definitely.
This is to reach out to anyone from all the clubs. You don't have to be a superstar to play. If you've been struggling with anything, come down, pull the boots on, have a run. Be a lot of fun.
Not too much hits.
No, not at all, mate. Just we did one 2 or 3 years ago. I was one of the biggest North Heidelberg crowds we had there, actually.
Really?
With Spider Shaw. We'll have plenty of stars there on the day.
How many cans did Spider take on the field?
His pocket, he had a mind. I think I was 3 weeks and played a nice tight one on him. But it'll be massive for Beyond Blue. We've got raffles going. Actually, I've got some raffle tickets downstairs. I should have brought them up for you.
That's all right.
But some massive prizes. 25th of May.
Yep. 25th of May. So excuse that date. Yep. Beyond Blue Cup. So who can play Elmsy? Who can? So if
anyone reach out to the show,
mum, dad, daughter, sister, cousin, even
does
if
not matter.
Grandpa wants to have one more run with his grandson.
Yep, 100%, mate. Come down, throw the boots on, contact Matty and Daz are running the best of the Diamond Valley, and myself, I've got the North Heidelberg boys. So any of the past North Heidelberg players out there, I've had a heap reach out. So Jared King's on the phone flat out.
Is he good?
King is pretty pumped. Yeah, he's pretty pumped.
One of those past players, my uncle as well.
Adam Carney, okay.
Okay, JK.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That could be a bit of a matchup there.
Well, I hear he was a better footballer than you. That's what he's
been telling me that for years.
It's going to be massive. And as I said, lots of raffles and stuff. There'll be stuff there for kids and everything. We're just waiting on to see when our girls play, because they might be a little curtain major or not. But as I said, it's Super Rules have a bye that week, so anyone wants to come down, have a run. There might be current players playing who their dads want to play father son. And as I said, the reason we call it the Beyond Blue Cup, like this year, it's the North Heidelberg All Stars versus the best of Diamond Valley. As I said to Dazza, next year, you know, another club, Bundoora, might want to burst
or Epping. Yep.
Or, yeah, each club each year it can change. And as I said, I gladly put my hand up each year to play in the All Stars because, as I said, you just miss that after game stuff, sitting around having a laugh. And we've got live entertainment and stuff on at North Heidelberg after it. It's going to be a massive day, raising some good. Everything goes to Beyond Blue, so
all for a good cause. So
yeah,
that's
100%.
Awesome.
Before you got here, JK asked me if you had a glass chin because he was going to chase you down.
Mate,
a bit of banter going.
I've retired from concussion. I've got the glass chin, mate.
But as I said, it should be a lot of fun. And as I said, it's only the game itself, or even this now. Just got to get through to one person sitting home who's struggling, and they jump on the phone. Well, that's the game's well and truly worth it. Yeah. So
awesome.
I want to make it super clear here that this has got nothing to do with capability. I don't care if you can only kick 5 meters, 1 meter. If you're a grandfather that wants to run out with your grandson once, I'm trying to convince my old man to come out and run out with me and Brandon once. It's never happened.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if you don't get a touch. If you end up as a boundary umpire, get involved because it's all for Beyond Blue.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And
100%.
I know your dedication to mental health is astronomical, astronomical. I've known you for a long time and I know what you stand for, but this is where a community gets together, leaves all the crap behind, and you come down, play on the brilliant Shelley
Preserve, Shelley Park.
It's at Shelley Park. So and that's a great place to play footy. So I think it's good for everyone. So we're going to keep promoting it. Please reach out. Tell me anytime if you want to be part of it, and we will get you in contact with the right people, and you can join my side and Bonner's side. You can run out with us and have a bit of fun. I'll give you the heads up. I'm good for about 3 minutes before that hamstring goes. Then I'll be umpiring from the centre of the ground. And once it goes outside of that centre square, if I don't have my glasses on, it's going to be a big
There'll be defibs everywhere and stuff like that, I'm sure. But it should be a great day. And as I said, the more the merrier. So if there's people out there, reach out, put your hand up, any way, shape or form you want to come.
Everyone should get behind Beyond Blue. Absolutely. Now, there's a sprint going on the day as well. One of the clubs reached out to me today and said, I've received something on it. So let's walk us through that.
Yep. So, again, just to get the day promoted, North Heidelberg, we're putting up, we're getting a sponsor, $1,000 for all 30 clubs to send one player down. There'll be heats in the final. And, the player that wins the final, the $1,000 goes to that football club.
Oh, that's amazing.
Huge. So, huge. It should be great. So we want to get all 30 clubs behind it. As I said, it's this has been a past player-driven thing, and North sort of has jumped on it massively, thanks to Adrian and Cameron down there. But as I said, we want to get all clubs involved and do it as a yearly thing. As I said, it's absolutely massive. So each club out there, you've got someone fast, can earn your club $1,000.
Well, I think it's great because it actually runs in line with what the NFNL stands for. There are 4 pillars this year that they've put out. They're about participants, volunteers, community, and connection. I think that's fantastic. So hopefully NFNL will get behind it as well and help you out if you need something on the day.
That's what the pillars are saying. Well, that's fantastic.
That's the 4 pillars. It's all about involvement, which is great. Let's get to that. So, all right,
leave the past in the past, and let's do it for a good
on with it. This is about a bigger thing. Right. So let's talk about the other one. So the big Diamond Creek MND game coming up as well. Friday, 30th of May. Last year, me and Bonners commentated the game. Last year, we commentated the game. They raised over $27,000 on the night. It was freezing cold, lads. Freezing cold. So we're looking forward to that, JK. You and I will be down there commentating tonight, and
I've been looking forward to it, mate.
And again, look at the 4 pillars that the NFNL are representing in community volunteers. It's going to be fantastic. Can't wait to be part of it. It's going to be massive, and Diamond Creek Junior Club run that, and it's
awesome.
Pronto. All right, let's get into a couple of things into the games, and then we'll address some stuff in between that. Obviously, in the first games played, Eltham got the Chocolates by 27 points over Greensey.
I'm now 5 ahead of you, so you need to pull your head in.
Anymore. I'm just giving you a little head start. Let's talk about Heidelberg Banyule, because I think Banyule haven't put a foot wrong at all. Could absolutely qualify for Coach of the Year so far as well. I'm sticking with Bongo for now. But Banyule, Heidelberg, I actually think this could be Heidelberg's biggest test so far.
I think you're right. And hearing, I'm not sure who the Bengal coach is, but I've heard a lot of people saying there's a massive change down there just from around the traps.
Yep.
So he's doing something right. Because you think if that club, that area they're in, like, because it's unlike where we were at Heidelberg, everyone sort of left and went up this way, Doreen, South Morang. So our junior club sort of folded. But if that Bengal club, is set up right and a great place to be, they could become a real powerhouse in this league, and it'll be a very interesting game this week.
Yeah, I agree. I've gone. I think they'll stick with them, but I think at home Heidelberg will just blow them out late. Get up by. I've got 80 points, which.
All right, so that's your tip, 80 points,
and that's it. Like I've tipped 100 points the last 2 games, so this is me bringing it back. So 80 points.
Well, their new coach is Damien Truslov, and he's had a lot of Swans, a lot of affiliation there. He's actually, I understand, a hard taskmaster, but but you got to have rules. So I'm all for it. He's doing a fantastic job. Yep. I'm actually going to tip Banyul by 2 points. So if I'm not far enough behind now,
that's okay.
I need an upset. Who you got?
If Banyul win, I'll give you 5 points.
Oh, I'll take that.
I'm going to tip a draw.
Forget about mixed multi. This is better. You're going to give me 5 points.
Draw.
A draw.
I'm going a draw.
That's huge.
All right. Now, let's talk about the next one. Bundy, West Preston. Right? The build-up on this one, for me, is this. The person that loses this game will be fighting it out with South Morang. And I'll tell you why, right? Let me give you the heads up why. And, I love the Bulls, right? Is right now, Bundy have been close in 2 of the games and they could have won both of them, had 8 points. Even if they had the 4 points, it's great. But West Preston, for me, is the next side above Eltham, South Morang, Bundoora, West Preston, right? And I think those 4 battle it out for that bottom 4. I'm not saying where.
Yeah.
So, therefore, if Bundy are on 0 points after this week, and I get a lot of grief on this show because I'm all pro Bundy, let me have a look at the whole picture here. If Bundy lose this one, they're 0-3, and now they're about to take on the bigger sides and South Morang, I think, in round 5.
It's a big week.
Right? So, and if South Morang pinch one or, Bundoora pinch one, you start together. Eltham's safe.
Yeah. No, that's sweet.
Yeah. Safe.
But you never know. Sides could get hit with massive injuries.
Yep, I agree.
I remember there was a year when I was coaching in North Heidelberg with Lee Gray.
Yes.
And we had 57 players play senior football.
Really?
He would have at 2 p.m. Ran out at 2 p.m.
Oh,
57 players played senior football that year.
That's amazing.
We got relegated.
Injury.
We were injury riddled, and like it come to a stage. Rudy was coaching.
Yep.
We were ringing up players on a Thursday night. We'd ring up, give everybody, how you going? Yeah, that's what you're doing at much. Yeah, you want to run out at 2 p.m.
Wow, that's hard.
That's 57 players debuted in the seniors that year.
But you bounced back.
Absolutely, 100%. So injuries can change the season.
Now, notwithstanding that, I'm going to go Bundoora by 36 points.
36.
I think Bundoora are a far improved side.
I think I can say when I'm wrong. I think that I undersold them.
Yep.
But
we've got to win now.
Do have to win, and as you said, you get to 0-3, then you're in a bit of strife. I've tipped West Preston by 17 because they were impressive. They were impressive against Heidelberg. Like that's
drive me to the drink.
They were impressive against Heidelberg, and like that's the league's best. So 10 goals against them says enough for me.
Well, all right. Yep. So we got Dorso's gone West by 20 points.
I hate when me and Doro.
Neil Dean, too old maybe. No, not too old.
Neil Dean, he was there in the last Legends game. Yeah,
yep, he'll be right. All right, so who are you tipping there?
I will say
tread lightly. Tread lightly.
Actually, have gave me a beer, but I will go West Preston by a goal.
Go to hell. Righto. Look, West Preston probably deserved the tip, but
I'm happy with your confidence, mate. Yeah. You're consistent.
Give me a couple of goals in.
What did they give people Heidelberg? 24.
Nah, a bit more than that.
60.
They're with them all day. And
let's move on with here all night. Montmorency. Am I on the right?
Yep. Monty Eltham. I got it here.
Monty Eltham. Yep.
So sorry. That. You just.
I don't like it. I know the printer wouldn't work. Monty Eltham. Look, Jeepers Creepers. I'm gonna kick this off, and I'm gonna go Eltham 7 points. If Nash Holmes isn't back.
No, look, I think the week off, I'm going to go Monty, 18 points. They're due to, I think they're just going to find their form.
Just haven't over-impressed me.
Yeah.
I expected big things.
Well, that's
from
why I
Monty
think
this year.
they'll come back bigger and stronger this week. Eltham, super impressive, though.
Nash Holmes come back and he's 10 goals on his own, just creates goals.
That's what they used to say about me.
Yeah, it was a good reserve side too.
Our North Heidelberg used to improve 10 goals on a wooden play. So that was
That's true. That's true.
Is that at mine?
Yep.
Yeah, morning at home. 23 points for me.
Righto. Now I'm going to even up with you. Hursty take on North Heidelberg out at Ben Friday Reserve.
Match of the round.
Match of the round. And look, I was impressed with North Heidelberg against Bundoora. I'm going to be honest. I thought we should have beaten them. I thought North made a lot of mistakes early. Don't send me hate mail, Casey. But I thought they made a lot of mistakes early. And Case will probably agree with that as well. But the thing is, you just had 5 stars out of that side, like 5 really good players out of that side. And that's why I said earlier, Bundy's got to pinch those ones.
Yeah, that's right.
When they're
Joshie Hamilton played. That was a handy pickup for
us. But Ruckman, Thurlow was
there.
He's had some good players out on that game.
I couldn't tell you, actually.
I know he's only playing limited games. But
that being said, the Destination Club will get home, I think, by 26 points. Hursty for me.
Yeah. In the past, we have struggled up there because, it's that kind of a ground.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be tipping North again in a close one.
Yes.
I'll say by 11 points.
Yep.
North Heidelberg by 1 for me as well.
Really?
So.
Used to catch up often before.
Go through the first one today. We've got so much in common.
Righto. All right. Let's go to Division 2. Sorry, guys. This is why I don't work off this stupid phone. Northcote Park, Thomastown. This is easy. Northcote Park, pick your score. Thomastown a shot. I'm going to get hate mail galore. But
Taron Thomas playing this week, apparently.
They're going to need Chris Judd in his prime. Look, I honestly, Thomastown, I thought we were going to be so much better this year. Yeah. If you want me to change my mind, put it on this week.
For a few years.
Turn it up. So. This is a winnable game for Tomo, but I just think Northcote Park are primed. And,
5 goals for Northcote for me as well.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
I'll jump on Northcote.
Yep.
For Sato and all the boys.
Northcote, please don't send hate mail, Thomastown. Whittlesea, Lower Plenty. Lower Plenty a bit disappointing last game. So, and Whittlesea should be there, top 3 at the end of the year, even though I didn't put him in 3rd.
You didn't have them there, no.
But Whittlesea, for me, will probably win that one by 60 points.
I'm a former Lower man. I played a couple of years there. Had some great fun there.
Still recovering from
yeah, but and actually I see Gary Ramsey a bit at the Greensboro Water Market. Good man, great coach too, local coach. But I will go with Lower in an upset.
Okay.
By 4 points.
Ooh.
Come on, boys.
What do you got for me, JK?
I'm going to go Whittlesea by 104 points.
Oh.
So, no, we didn't catch up about
that. I
don't
understand how we get hate mail each week. Righto, Panton Hill, Watsonia. For me, this is the match of the round down there because this is going to divide some people. Watsy played a ripper game the week before. Panton Hill started with a ripper game against Thomastown. Now they're sort of got to even all this out. I think if I'm correct, they're sitting 1-1 each.
No.
They are. Watsy's
0-2.
0-2. Sorry, yes, you're right. And Panton Hill's got the 1 win. So that being said, for me, I'm going to stick with Panton Hill, even though I think I said at the start of the season they were going to finish bottom of the ladder.
You did.
So yep,
it's
it's all yesterday, mate. If I tip you on the bottom of the ladder, you should be sending me thank yous because you're guaranteed not to finish.
Apparently, that's what I've learned.
So yes, I've got Panton Hill. I think they get home by about 20 points.
Yeah, I agree. 20 points. Panton Hill at home.
Yep.
So, Panton Hill. Yep.
We're all. That's the first time we're all in sync. There you go.
Yep.
McLeod St Mary's. Look. Tough game.
Well, yeah, it is the NFL match of the round. Tough game. This is a real test for St. Mary's. Are they one of the best sides in the comp, or are they just going to be the 4th or 5th side again, make up the numbers in the finals?
McLeod for me by 7.
I'm going to go St. Mary's by 6.
St. Mary's by 6.
Yeah. Is it at McLeod?
It is at McLeod.
I'll pick McLeod. My young bloke just signed up down there, the juniors, and Scooter's in some of my chats.
Played
good man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Just coming off a flag too with Olympic Colts. So Scooter, good luck, mate. Have to kick a few, and I will tip McLeod by 30 points.
All right. Now, as we go to the next game, Diamond Creek versus Old Paradians. Huge game this week. I just want to quickly go through something, if you can bear with me. This is the worst prepared show I've ever done in my whole life. But I want to touch on this. So at Diamond Creek, I'm just going to read a quick post. Today, we lost a true legend and gentleman of our club, Stephen Freddie Elliott. He lost his long health battle. He's fought so fiercely for many years. The club will always be indebted to Freddie and his family for what he's done for the club. Rest in peace, Freddie. You'll never be forgotten. Now, at the end of the day, one thing about footy, like I understand, I had a chat with someone from the club earlier, I won't say who, but I had a chat with someone at the club earlier. This man gave his heart and soul to this club. A 300-game player, I understand as well. It's not written there, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Yep, there you go. 300-game player. Was an absolute star of the Diamond Creek Club. So our condolences from the Northern Footy Show, and congratulations on an amazing career and commitment to the club. All right. So we get on with the tip here, boys. This is probably the easiest tip of the week. Diamond Creek for me, probably 80 plus.
Yeah, 80 plus as well for Dymo.
Is it Dymo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Diamond Creek. Yeah. I used to like playing them down there.
Wouldn't matter if it was a Merry Creek, this one.
Yeah.
But that's
Ground was too big for me. I didn't like it there.
they have got some stars, and I understand. I can't release who it is, but they have a big name in. Sides aren't selected. Big name.
Okay.
Think big, think bigger again.
Okay. Well, Jacob Booth is just dominating.
Oh, killing it.
Yeah, all the coaches' votes.
So Jacob was in hospital last week. Did you hear about this?
And he's still got 10.
Leather poisoning.
Oh, well played. I can't.
Yeah. You walked in straight in. So
he's going right.
Apparently Tranquilly said, mate, you have to go to the hospital. You had that much leather go through your hands and your shoe. But he's on his fourth pair of boots already for the year. Just that's it.
Believe I've done that.
Bled that for everything I had.
Well played.
All right, Division 3. Let's jump into it. Put your tips in there. You got any questions for the great man Kevin Elms or Joe K? Put it in. All right.
Eddie Betts round.
Eddie Betts round it is now. I was speaking online with Jai and Kane yesterday, and I'm pumped because I'm a Carlton man, as we're all aware of. I'm going to go down there Friday, Anzac Day, in a non-official capacity. I'm going to go and watch. Are
you allowed to do that? You can watch games of footy.
Crap.
Yeah, good that.
Fitzroy Stars got Eddie Betts playing. Fantastic. Good for
Unreal.
footy.
Yeah.
Over the moon.
Great.
So I'll be down there watching them take on the old Eltham Collegians. Now, this is going to be a massacre. Sorry to spread the news, but they have a good side in. And I've got to be honest, I love watching Kane and Jai as well. Kane's ripping it up at the moment.
He's tearing it up.
Ripping it up.
Yeah, he's
would you buy he was in the same hospital as
No, I'm not buying that.
Booth,
not buying it. I do have Kane in my team of the year at the moment.
Yeah.
My rolling team
Captain.
of the year. I haven't got him captain, no, but yeah, he's flying.
We're going to have to do a show on your rolling team.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't know when, but we'll keep it moving. We've got a big in as well, Fitzroy Stars, other than Eddie Betts. Apparently, big Brocky Carter from the
I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen that, yes.
He's recovering from an ACL, I believe, but first game back
On
is
one leg,
what
no
I'm
matter.
hearing. Yeah,
So-
it's a big game to come back. You wouldn't want to miss this game. would you?
Now, I'm not sure this week. Is it this week where there's something with the VFL again?
A bye or something, or
Not a
not?
buy. Is it like a development round or something like that? I'll come back to it. No, let's not talk about it, but I'm going to. So I think some players may be available. Congratulations to Deacon Kalpakis back at Coburg on the weekend. Played on the weekend. Played well. Good to get back into the VFL.
Yeah.
Stay there until after the Bundoora game. Right. So Fitzroy Stars, Old Eltham. I'm going to go. Don't send me hate mail. It's got to be 90 plus.
It's a lot of goals. How many does Betts kick?
Betty, I reckon Eddie will kick 4. Yeah, 4. Man, he's a magician. Come on.
I reckon you've undersold it.
Still a magician.
I'll say he's going to kick 11.
11.
I was going
That's
8. So you've
Yep.
undersold. You're
Wow.
Carlton, yeah?
Yeah.
He's not playing for Carlton anymore.
Yeah, but if he steals them off Kane, I'm going to be pissed off.
Yeah, Kane will be delivering right
Yeah,
here.
he will be.
Hopefully a big crowd. It's always good when you
It'd
get
be
them
massive.
AFL footballers come back and play them.
I love
games.
watching footy at that ground. There's something about that ground that is homely.
I can remember playing some games there. It was
Not so homely.
I'd much rather playing Stars at home.
I've
put it that way,
played my
but,
first ever senior game at 16 years old there, and the guy that lined up on me had no boots on. You reckon I didn't ship broken glass? And guess who the umpire was? Brian Moore.
Oh, there you go.
So there you go. There's a bit of history there. Maury, the absolute legend that he is.
But,
All right, let's go to the next go. Sorry, Epping all tipped yet?
Yeah, we're good.
Epping versus King Lake. Well, the Pingers are on fire.
We got knocked off last week, but we're
but
playing
you're
well.
expected to get knocked off. You didn't get flogged. You were in it. You can grow with that.
Probably should have won, but yeah.
But King Lake also had a ripper game as well. So I still think the Pingers get the job done here. Going to go 34 points.
Well, I'm not allowed to tip us. So
I tip under every week.
Yeah, I know. And look how they're going. King Lake by a point.
Maybe that's all right.
Big shout out.
You don't even mean that. That's absolute rubbish.
Well, I'm not allowed to tip him. The reverse mod seems to be working.
And
big shout out to Dave Florence, former North Heidelberg teammate of mine. So I'll go King Lake. 2 points.
If I'm honest, I think Epping will win by 6 goals. I think that'll be 2 points.
How
about I start?
50 cents each way.
Yeah.
Right? You say that Fitzroy Stars was a ground that is a little bit scary to go to, but I've got to tell you, when I moved over to this side of town and come over and played at North Heidelberg, I didn't realise how intimidating it was till I stopped playing for other clubs to go to North Heidelberg. It is an intimidating place to go to the Kennel. They've always been hard to beat at home, the Doggies, and I honestly feel like they're a 4-goal better side at home.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to the Kennel and you play up, you're going to have to earn every touch.
Yeah.
That's never.
But I think from back in the day, from when I grew up watching games there, watched some games there. But the footy's changed a lot. But any team's home ground advantage is massive.
Yeah.
But and as I said, ours, we lent on it.
Kennel's a bit more.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the super match, Laylaw versus Reservoir. Now, Reservoir have been a lot better this year, and Laylaw has
got some serious talent. Like, I was doing the review in that for Epping and just having a look at the stats. I think they're stat padding. I don't know. Like they've had a lot of the ball, Reservoir. Their stars are stat padding. They had 5 blokes over 30 touches on the weekend and lost. Yeah. So I think they're going to party time here, and I reckon I'm thinking big numbers. They'll win by six goals, easy.
Right. Well, Reservoir currently, as it sits, are sitting 9th on the ladder, and Laylaw are sitting 11th. Yeah. So this is a close one. I'll come to who's sitting second last in a minute. But all right, so I'm going to go Reza, and I hope they get, their best side in because, like Daiso and those guys would be great. But I think Reza's probably about a 45-point better side. Is that fair?
Probably, yeah. I had 6 goals for me. It's probably be more, but I just want to.
Kills me to not tip Lance Whitnell every week. Kills me.
Their ruckman's going well.
Yeah.
Percy. He's playing really well. So another one I have him in the team of the year.
Do you?
So, yeah. Going well.
All right. What do you got it from you, Elmsy? Pick
look,
one. You've had a few battles with the Bloods.
Yeah, no, I'd love to say Laylaw, and I hope, they're in good hands with Bangor Whitnell there because I hope to see them back up Div 2, Div 1 because they're a great, great club.
Mm-hmm.
So, bugger it, I'll tip Laylaw and an upset. 2 points. So, come on, boys. Come on, Bloods.
If it happens, you'll
go
be
Bloods.
I'll be
tip the horses like. This is probably why I'm a bad horse punter because I'm not going to flash it. But,
now, this will shock you, but Lorimer, who are sitting 7th, and only because they played a couple of big sides, so it's all right. They played Epping and they played the Stars, but they're taking on Moonda, who languish without a win, and a lesser percentage than Reservoir, sitting all the way down in 10th position. Okay, so this is a tough one because it's not tough. Lorimer's going to win the game, but Lorimer will go into the 4 with this, into the 5 with this, and Moonda will still be second last. If Laylaw get the chocolates, Moonda will be on the bottom of the ladder after 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, they've had a tough 3 rounds.
Yes.
Like Epic, Fitzroy Stars, Lorimer. However, this fortnight is huge for Fletcher and the boys because they have Ivanhoe next week.
Yes.
If they go 0-4, they cannot make the finals. And
there's JK's take.
Yeah, they can't make the finals. I won't go any further for a couple of weeks. But,
I tipped Jimmy Atkins, Lorimer boys a couple of weeks ago. He loses his mind when I tip them because I'm Muslim. I think I tipped them every round last year and they finished bottom. But I cannot see Lorimer losing this game. I think Lorimer probably get home by 31. 31's my number. I'm being kind. 31.
I'm going to tip Moonda for Kingy. And, Tommy fell up there. Good man, Tommy. That club's in great hands. So I'll tip Moonda. And I'll say...
Very well-run club. I must say that. Moonda is
that's another one. You've got that area. You think of all the young kids in that area. As I said, they're in great hands with Tommy Fell. Great man.
He's a cracker.
That club, again, you treat your juniors right, and they come through. You get 3 or 4 good kids from each team. But you can
like
become a
South Murray.
powerhouse very, very quickly without having to go get too many players. So,
Yep.
good luck to Myrna, Jared, and all the boys. Myrna by 10 points.
I am also tipping Mernda.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm going to tip
Tip
Mernda
yourself.
by a goal. Purely because the big
Because
matchup.
you're the Kane Corns of the footy show.
That is why. But the big matchup for me will be Doida Fitzgerald on Matty Campbell. Matty Campbell held Farrant goalless for the half he played.
Yep.
And obviously
Good year,
Doida kicked 8 against Epic.
Yeah.
So he's coming in with form. Matty
it's
Campbell's
fair.
coming in form. It's a big match, and whoever wins that matchup wins the game.
I think you're right. I do think it'll be. He's a great backman.
I honestly,
Amazing.
yeah, he very much impressed me in round 1, and then obviously round 2 he's carried it on. So.
I do agree that Moon's had a pretty tough start to the season.
And then Ivanhoe as well. That's
And
the best
then,
4 sides.
Yeah. After that, they'll probably do it.
But you know what that means? They play them all twice.
Fletch told me once you don't win flags in April. He's probably right.
Correct.
Yeah, certainly lose them.
Oh, God. All right. Heidelberg West versus Kilmore. I get smashed if I don't tip West, so I'm going for Kilmore. So Kilmore for me, get the chocolates here, 41 points. Mic drop,
10 goals, Kilmore.
10 goals. You're going more than me.
Nah, mate. Connection with Heidelberg West.
It's got nothing to do with who's the better side for you, is it?
No, of course not. I'm tipping guys I know from down that way. And, as I said again, great club, West. So I'll tip Heidelberg West in an upset by 3 points.
3 points.
Oh, boys.
All right.
Come on.
That's fair. I get a hiding if they win, but I just think Kilmore's an amazing side at the moment. I actually think they're the real smoky.
They've got actually a couple North Heidelberg guys there.
Yeah,
so
they
I think
do.
Binger Cosby might have got injured the other week. Is he back?
No, I don't know
playing?
if he's back.
Kilmore,
got
no,
it.
he's not back yet.
He got injured in his first round.
Broke his
Young
hand,
Kai
yeah.
Ma. They got some ex North Heidelberg guys who went really, really well. Right? So good luck to them boys.
Ivanhoe have the bye. So I hate the bye round.
Jeez, bye and then into Myrna. My God, that's a huge game next week.
Monster. What games are you going to this weekend? You heading down to a game?
What
get
do
down
we
to
have?
North?
Saturday, North Heidelberg versus we have Hurstbridge and Hurstbridge.
Yes.
So
We get down to Hursty or not sure
I'll
yet?
head out there. No work this week. Actually, I'll be at North Heidelberg Hurstbridge. Yes.
Beauty. And you're heading
Yeah,
down to Pingers?
Epping and Kinglake. So
Yep. So we're covering at least
ladies
3
go
games.
down to the Ping this week.
Is
so,
it?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Get
Yeah.
behind it. What a good cause.
Yeah.
That's all
I'll
very
be looking
good.
good in pink.
Speak
again,
to a little bit Daniel Moore,
Yes,
an
he's
Epping
heading down.
legend.
He's coming down this week.
You feeding him?
Yeah.
Oh, Maury,
You
yeah.
have to give him a buzz.
It's
yeah.
funny because he wanted to, because I played footy up in Port Douglas for a couple of years and he was trying to get a start up there and I got him a start up there and he sends me Snapchats every day of sunsets and sunrises
Really?
and I got him up there
Yeah.
and he
You know who lives
terrorises
up
me.
there?
He terrorises me. I
I
can't believe it.
Lives
Yeah,
up there.
they
Lives
played
up
together
there.
for a bit.
Yeah,
So,
did
yeah.
you?
No. He played with Maury.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Liam Brandt as well,
Right.
also up there.
Oh, yeah.
But,
It's
but
great
it was
players.
great up there. But I helped get him up there, and he terrorises me with
About
sunsets and sunrises. One day when I'm down here freezing, I send him up there, and I can't say what I send back to him.
Yeah.
But good man, the Dickie Moore.
Yeah,
Absolutely
he is.
great
Yeah.
bloke.
All right, just to finish the show, I want to thank our sponsors because without that, it just makes it hard for us to keep giving back to the clubs.
drop.
Brainy Brothers Brewing, get in contact with me. If you want a sponsorship down at your club, these are the guys to do it. James is fantastic.
I'll hit him up.
How good is it? It's a cracker, isn't it?
It
Mate,
is.
I'll give James your details. You just can sort it out. I know that he's been in contact with a heap of the other boys, which is great, and it's all about community. Looking forward to the big MND match. It's coming up soon. We'll keep talking about it, promoting it. Your big game coming up with
Beyond
Beyond
Blue
Blue,
Cup, 25th of May.
all the right things. And I think other than that, have we covered everything for tonight?
That's us, mate.
Guys, until next week, just keep kicking goals.